Hey everybody, back to do a update video on the Western Star. This is Hunter coming at you from Showtime Studios. I want to show you some of the things that we got done this weekend on it. Making pretty good progress. I'll be working on it a little bit more. It's about 5:30 here on the East Coast, and I'll probably be working on this until about 11 o'clock tonight, so I'll get some more done. So probably about midweek, I'll go ahead and post another video on it to show you where we're at that point. But I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera down. We'll do the handheld thing like we've done before, and I'll go over some of the things that we've finished up this weekend. This will be added, stuff that's been added since the last video that I've done on it. So here we go. Okay, we'll do another overall view of it. There's the overall view. And just to kind of move in here and let you know what we've got done this weekend so far. You can see some chains laying here. I'm working on those, two different sizes. And I've also got some the resin binders, which are right there. They'll be going on the headache rack that we built this weekend. And just various other things. Getting down to the last parts of it now. Getting ready to do the air horns. I've got those all prepped and ready to go into black coat for Spastic's Chrome. So those are on the list. We got the mirror brackets prepped, and also they'll be in Spastic's Chrome. And let's see, what else did we do? We got the hood and the cab lined up pretty good. This thing's not as perfect as I want it, but one good thing about this model, I guess, is at the shows, this is what you'll see. So, you know, that line up there at the cab and the hood is not, you know, real critical. I like to get all my stuff to line up the best that I can, but, you know, this one here is kind of flared out a little bit. I've seen a lot of bad fitment issues with this particular kit, but I flexed things around and got it about as good as we're going to get. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I did go ahead and put the flares on, the fender wells there. I got to finish painting underneath of them yet. And we got the windshield installed, and also got the black trim done around it. And I've also got the visor that will be going into Spastic's Chrome. It's right here. And it's mounted on a toothpick. It's already been sanded and prepped. I got to get it in black coat. But we got the, like I say, we got the windshield in. I still got some more glue residue, the crystal clear residue on the windshield. Got to finish scrubbing that off, but I'm letting everything dry up real good first, so I don't push the windshield out when I start scrubbing on it. And we mocked up the interior. I got the seats and everything painted. The dash is done. The door panels are done. The shifter's in. But the interior bucket is just sitting up into place. I've got to pull it out one more time, do a few more little odds and ends, and actually it'll be going in later on tonight, and the interior will be buttoned up for good. And I'm going to make a driver's side glass here, where it's up about 6 inches in scale. So I've got to make that out of some flat clear plastic, and also going to be making the bug shield for the front of it out of some tinted smoke colored plastic, 5/1000ths of an inch. And I'll be adding my trademark Bugman that I did years ago, and I like to add them on all my conventional truck builds that I do. So we're working on that. And on the other side of this truck, I went ahead and did this bare metal foil you see right down here at the bottom of the cab. I got it done on the other side of the truck. I also got all the black wash done on the panel lines on the other side. And I've got to get those wiped off and cleaned out. And they'll be looking just like this side here. They're a little heavy right now. Another little neat feature that I made is I actually made a clipboard. See if we can zoom in on it there. There we go. Clipboard with some papers on it, and just made it out of a piece of plastic and a couple pieces of scrap photo etch, and a couple pieces of little paper that I cut out with the scissors and colored. Did some pencil marks on it to look like writing. That'll be up on the dashboard. So now we'll move on back. I had somebody ask me a question about this battery box right here that has the air tank underneath of it. They asked if it was going to be permanently in the open position, and the answer to that is no. It's actually hinged, and to show you what I'm talking about, this is in the closed position, of course, and I've built a little prop rod that goes underneath of this, but as you open it up, you can see the scratch-built interstate batteries that are wired in there. So hopefully that answers the question that come across. I forget who it was now, but if you're watching this video, you'll know who you are. Next, we'll move on back. I went ahead and started scratch building the Qualcomm unit with the bracket. I've got to add the wires yet and do a little bit of dress up on it, but it's coming out pretty good. And then we'll see if we can zoom in here on the headache rack. That's the scratch build headache rack that I've done with the reflective DOT tape. It's got a spare tire added to it with bungee cords holding it in place. And, well, actually, the main bracket holds it into place. The bungee cords just keep it centered on everything. And there's some notches up there. That's where the chains go. And then I've got to make a cover. Once the chains go on, I'll make a cover that goes across here that traps the chains onto those little grooves. We got the electrical line run, the green line that you see there, with the plug-in, and it's looped up over the pogo stick and hanging there. And we got all the weathering done on the tarps and on the working ratchet straps that we built, and did a little bit more work on the grease and the fifth wheel area and the ramps, detailed that a little bit more. But that's about all we got done for this weekend so far. I was real happy with the headache rack. I think it blends in nice. It looks real good. Doing some finish up work on the stacks. As you can see, I've got one mocked into position here right now. I got to finish painting the elbows there at the bottom with Spastic's chrome. But it's coming out pretty good. Like I say, I'm real happy with this truck. Also did some slight weathering on the sidewalls of the tires. And I may go ahead, somebody asked me about how I weather a chassis, and I'll probably be doing some videos here in the near future on how I go about creating the dirty look on those tires. And a real simple technique to do. Anybody can do it. And so we'll keep you up to date on, you know, how that goes and when those videos will start. And we'll move on around the back of it here. I think you've seen this in the last video, but this is the mud flaps from Ben Wicker that he sent me, and the custom taillight bar that I built with the pintle hook and the welded on safety chain hooks. I got one more mud flap to go and bracket, and that'll be a finished item back there, and a little bit more weathering to do on that. So that's where the Western Star is at right now. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. Everybody seems to be really supporting it and think it's a good model. And actually on this one, I think it's a lot better build than the Pro Star that I've done. And if I had to go out on a limb right now at this point in time, with it not being finished yet, I would say that this is probably my best build to date. And that'll be since 2009. So that's a good thing. I'm, you know, real happy to be happy with a model. And this one here, it's looking the way I want it to look. And I've got another little treatment I'm going to do to the display board it's sitting on, which is something that'll be a first for me. I've never done before. So stay tuned for that. I'll definitely show it in the video. So we're going to put the camera back up here, and then y'all can look at my ugly mug again while we wrap up the rest of the video. But like I say, hopefully everybody tuned in on the video before this and on the chat time video, and kind of understands where I was coming from on the Pro Star videos that I talked about, and also the changing in what shows we were going to. So, you know, I just wanted to do that to get it out there, let everybody know what was going on as far as the shows and the Pro Star videos and things like that. So if you got any questions or comments, just leave them, you know, on that video. And so I'm going to cut this one off for today. Like always, I thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Showtime Studios, and we'll talk to you a little bit later. Bye-bye.